In the shadowed corridors of a direct provision center in Athlone, Ireland, a 4-year-old girl clutched her mother's hand, her wide eyes absorbing the unfamiliar rhythms of a new world. Little did she know, this uprooted beginning would forge her into a symbol of unyielding strength, a woman who would redefine beauty on her own terms, inspiring millions to embrace their true selves amid the glare of spotlights and the scroll of social media feeds. This is the story of Irena Drezi, a force of nature who turned adversity into artistry, proving that true glamour isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out. If stories like Irena's ignite a spark in you, reminding you of the power in every curve and every challenge overcome, then dive deeper with Sweet Model's World, where we celebrate the journeys of extraordinary women who reshape the fashion landscape one bold step at a time. Picture the scene. It's the late 1990s in Prague, Czech Republic, a city pulsing with history and change. Irena Drezi enters the world in 1996, a bundle of curiosity and energy, born into a family navigating the uncertainties of post-communist Europe. Her early years are a mosaic of simple joys, playing in sun-dappled parks, listening to her parents' tales of resilience, and dreaming of adventures beyond the horizon. But life, as it often does, throws a curveball. In 2000, when Irena is just 4, her family seeks asylum in Ireland, fleeing circumstances that demand a fresh start. The journey is arduous, marked by the hum of airplanes and the echo of unfamiliar languages. They arrive in the Emerald Isle, a land of rolling greens and welcoming rains, but their new home is far from idyllic. Settled in Athlone's direct provision center, a place meant for temporary refuge, but often stretching into years of limbo, Irena's family faces the harsh realities of displacement. Meals are communal, spaces are shared, and the future feels like a distant mirage. Yet, in this crucible, young Irena begins to build her inner fortitude. She watches her parents adapt with quiet determination, learning English through schoolyard games and absorbing Irish culture like a sponge. These formative years teach her the value of perseverance, a lesson that will become the cornerstone of her extraordinary path. As Irena grows into her teenage years, the world around her starts to whisper expectations about beauty and body. Ireland in the early 2000s is a blend of tradition and emerging modernity, but the media still peddles narrow ideals, slender figures gracing magazine covers, airbrushed perfection dominating billboards. Irena, developing into a size 16 frame, feels the sting of exclusion. School can be a battlefield. Peers' casual comments about weight and appearance plant seeds of doubt. But rather than wilt, Irena begins to question the narrative. Why must beauty conform to a single mold? Why can't confidence bloom in every shape? These questions simmer within her, fueled by a budding interest in fashion. She experiments with clothes in thrift shops, mixing patterns and colors with an intuitive flair, turning outfits into statements of self-expression. Music, too, becomes a sanctuary. Irena discovers her voice, singing along to pop anthems and hip-hop beats, her tones rich and resonant. It's in these quiet moments of creativity that she starts to envision a life where she doesn't just survive, she thrives. The turning point arrives like a plot twist in a blockbuster film. In her late teens, Irena stumbles into modeling almost by accident. Scrolling through social media, she sees calls for diverse representations, a slow but growing movement toward inclusivity. Encouraged by friends, she posts her first photos on Instagram. Candid shots capturing her natural curves, her infectious smile, her unapologetic vibe. The response is electric. Likes trickle in, then flood. Comments pour from women who see themselves in her, praising her authenticity. This isn't just vanity, it's validation. Irena realizes her platform could be a beacon for others grappling with body image. She dives deeper, collaborating with local photographers and building a portfolio that celebrates plus-size elegance. By 2016, at age 20, her Instagram handle at Irena Drezi starts gaining traction, her follower count climbing as she shares outfits that blend high street fashion with high energy. But success doesn't come without storms. The fashion industry, even as it evolves, remains a gauntlet of rejections. Irena auditions for gigs where agents scrutinize her measurements, sometimes dismissing her outright for not fitting the standard. She faces online trolls, their venomous words attempting to erode her spirit. In these dark chapters, Irena draws on her immigrant roots, the same grit that carried her family across borders. She channels the pain into purpose, becoming a vocal advocate for body positivity. Your body is your story. She begins to preach in captions and stories, urging followers to reject societal pressures and embrace their unique forms. This message resonates, turning her page into a community hub. Women from all walks share their own tales of triumph, creating a virtual sisterhood bound by empowerment. Enter 2019, a year that catapults Irena into the spotlight like a hero's ascent in an epic saga. Pretty Little Thing, a major fashion retailer, features her in a campaign with unaltered images. No Photoshop, no filters, just raw, real beauty. The post goes viral, amassing millions of views and shares. Media outlets buzz. Irena Drezi breaks the internet with body-positive campaign. It's a watershed moment, not just for her career, but for the movement. Brands take notice. Primark comes calling, followed by Boohoo, Misguided, and the powerhouse Fashion Nova. Irena struts in their lines, her confidence radiating through every frame. She's not just modeling clothes, she's modeling self-love. Her size 16 figure, once a point of contention, becomes her superpower, proving that fashion can be for everyone. As her star rises, Irena expands her horizons, weaving new threads into her tapestry. Music, that early passion, beckons again. She collaborates with the Irish hip-hop duo Mango x Mathman, lending her vocals to tracks that blend gritty beats with soulful melodies. Another partnership with Daryl Bengo follows, her voice adding depth to rhythmic anthems. These ventures showcase her versatility, a reminder that talent isn't confined to one lane. Then, in February 2023, television opens its doors. Irena co-presents Love, Style, Repeat on Virgin Media 2 alongside actress Sophie Vavasseur. The show is a whirlwind of fashion tips, celebrity interviews, and style transformations, with Irena's charisma stealing scenes. Viewers tune in not just for the trends, but for her infectious energy, her motivational asides that encourage embracing one's authentic self. Style isn't about the label, she declares on air. It's about the love you pour into it. Through it all, Irena's activism remains the heartbeat of her journey. She speaks at events, partners with organizations promoting mental health and diversity, and uses her platform to amplify underrepresented voices. In a world quick to judge, she stands as a pillar of motivation, sharing stories of her own vulnerabilities, nights of doubt, the weight of public scrutiny, to show that even icons have human moments. Her Instagram, now boasting over 600,000 followers, is a cinematic reel of inspiration. Posts of her in flowing dresses against Irish landscapes, makeup tutorials inspired by stars like Kylie Jenner, and collaborations with brands like Schwarzkopf for bold hair transformations. In 2021, she rocks cosmic blue locks in a diversity campaign, her blue hues contrasting her warm skin tone, symbolizing her adventurous spirit. Fast forward to the mid-2020s, and Irena's influence only amplifies. By 2024, she's gracing international campaigns, her face appearing in ads across Europe and beyond. She delves into entrepreneurship, hinting at her own line of inclusive apparel, designed for bodies of all shapes. In 2025, amid a global push for authenticity in media, Irena launches workshops on body confidence, traveling to schools and communities to mentor young women. Her message? You are the director of your own life story. Make it epic. Even in 2026, as she posts from fashion sets in vibrant jumpsuits and floral ensembles, her feed pulses with energy. Collaborations with Fashion Nova Curve and Primark keeping her at the forefront of trends. A February post from that year captures her in a sleek outfit, captioned with a nod to self-love, drawing thousands of hearts and shares. Yet, beneath the glamour, Irena remains grounded. She credits her family's sacrifices for her drive, often reflecting on those early days in Athlone. Personal life glimpses reveal a woman who values balance, cooking hearty meals. Her bio's chef emoji nods to this passion, cherishing quiet evenings with loved ones and advocating for immigrant rights. Her journey isn't without ongoing challenges. The pressure of fame tests her resilience, but she meets it with the same fire that ignited her path. In interviews, she motivates. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Your curves, your scars, your story, they're what make you unforgettable. Irena Drezi's tale is more than a biography. It's a motivational epic, a cinematic narrative of transformation. From asylum seeker to style icon, she embodies the dream that with courage and authenticity, anyone can rewrite their destiny. She inspires us to look in the mirror and see not flaws, but potential. To chase passions relentlessly, whether in fashion, music, or advocacy. Her life reminds us that beauty is revolutionary, confidence contagious, and every body deserving of the spotlight. As you reflect on Irena's incredible rise, remember that your own story holds similar power. If this has motivated you to celebrate your uniqueness, head over to Sweet Models World and subscribe. Let's build a community where every model, every dreamer finds their voice and shines.